Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Harakah, HaKodash, and double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone who taught us his truth. Shalom to you, Akim, that push the word across the four corners of this globe with all truth and sincerity. Bahashim, Harakah, HaKodash. And pretty much, that's going to touch on a quick lesson. And I'm going to name it pretty much, on the whole depths of Satan. How pretty much, Jake, the majority of our people, are ignorant, and they're not, like awoken, to pretty much how, ultimately the depths of Satan, man. The majority of our people, their whole perception, on the Bible, and pretty much, the whole scriptures is, based upon, the ideology of the so-called white man, and you got, majority of the whole world is walking around, action, like actually believing, that the powers, of heaven and everything in heaven, look like so-called white people, which, that's all a fucking lie, man. You got Jake believing, that the Lord died for everybody. You got Jake and, Christianity. They're stuck in Christianity. They're stuck with these, ideologies, and Jake, which really, the spirit, is upon them, to be diligent and, and thoroughly research, to go into the Hebrew, and really, to be reading precept upon precept, to really understand the truth, which ultimately, the Lord, he keeps them blind. Matter of fact, this is Isaiah chapter 6. Verse 9, and he said, go and tell his people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut with their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert, and be healed. So, pretty much, to go and tell this people, to go warn this people, but tell them, but, see, they gonna see you, but they ain't gonna really spiritually see, this truth. They gonna hear you, but they ain't gonna spiritually hear you. It's gonna make their hearts to understand this truth and to see, which, to make them believe, and to be converted and healed, but really, just go out, and teach, and speak this word, and, whoever it's meant for it to be, received unto, they gonna receive it. You know what I'm saying? And be hooked, and they gonna hear it and listen, man. But to the rest, to the great majority, it's not meant unto them for them to hear and to listen, man. And this is how, the Lord has everything ordained to be, man. The Lord is only dealing with his election. The Lord has always been dealing with his election from the foundations of the earth, man. The Lord, has never been dealing with, the whole planet, the great majority. The Lord has always been dealing with his election, man. Verse 10, make the heart of this people fat, make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert and be healed. I'm going to go to Romans chapter 11. So, only the election, are able to, receive this truth. So what does, the rest have? This is Romans chapter 11, verse 7. What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. So what does that mean? How, Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Jake, all their life is searching, for the meaning of life, so to speak, right? You got Jake in the Christian church, you got Jake in, in Roman Catholicism, in the Islam community, the Buddhist community, all for the search of what? All for the search of, the purpose, for the truth, is what they call it, But the true power, Yahweh and His Son Yahweh Shai has only reserved truth only unto their chosen, man. Unto, whoever, they, it's like, whoever the Most High Yahweh, wants, to even, acknowledge this truth, and, that's the election, man, and the majority of our people, they have not obtained it, man, they have not obtained what they're seeking for, no matter what, a nigga gonna tell you how much, how fucking Jesus is their Lord, this and that, how much, fucking Muslim is the truth, a Jake speaking fluent fucking, what is it, Arabic, whatever, just fucking wholeheartedly, believing in what they, believe in their religion. Yet, I'm saying they're not whole, man. They're still losing, man. They're still empty, and they're still confused. See, they have not obtained what they seek for. But the election, us as a whole for election, we understand and we see everything, man, in this truth. We understand prophecy. We understand, the past history, the present, and we understand the future, and how they all literally happen exactly as how the words was, in the Bible is written, man. We understand that it's a true living spirit, behind these things, man. We understand His image. We understand, who are His people, and who's the enemy, man. You know what I'm saying? And the elect have obtained it, man, and the rest were blinded, man. The rest of the world is blinded, man. That's why Jake is stuck with these ideologies, man. No matter how many, no matter how small you break down, something to an Israelite, what I'm saying, Jake is just, just still can't get it, just still bucking up, just still being ignorant. Well, that's the Lord keeping, that angel, blocking their mind for, for receiving this thing, man. That's what it means when the rest were blinded. Verse 8, according as it is written, the Most High have given them the spirit of slumber, eyes they should not see. It's like eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear unto this day. And David said, let their table be made a snare, and a trap, and a stumbling block, and a recompense unto them. Let their eyes be darkened that they may not see, and bow down their back alway. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna go to Psalm 69, because King David even prayed unto the Lord to curse the majority of Jake, man, for them, to not even see this thing, man. 2/3 of our people, man, those that's not meant to, to understand this truth. That's why you see majority of our people, no matter what, Jake is just all way, rejecting this truth and turning towards rebellion. But this is Psalm 69, verse 22. Let their table become a snare before them, and that which should have been for their welfare, what should have been for their welfare, this truth, man. Us going out there to the highways and byways, preaching, to whoever who may listen and hear, majority to our people, that's welfare unto you, man. That's good news, man. We're telling you, the reasons why we're stuck in this oppression. We're telling you the reasons, why we're here, and how we can get out, man. All you gotta do, is come back to who you are and come back to your true power. Preaching to you, that the kingdom that's written in the Bible is only for you and for you only, man. But Jake wanna buck up, what about the white man, how come we can't do this and that, how come I can't still keep, eating shrimp, crab, pork, or lobster? No, Jesus died for everybody, this and that, what I'm saying? Just spewing that bullshit, because they don't want this truth, man. They hate this word. They hate the good news. Verse 22, let their table become a snare before them, and that which should have been for their welfare, let it become a trap. Let their eyes be darkened that they see not, and make their loins continually to shake. So don't let them, understand, see this thing, man. You know, all those that come up against this thing, you know, let it be made a trap unto them, man. You know, and mark them to judgment. Verse 24, pour out thine indignation upon them, and let thy wrathful anger take hold of them. Let their habitation be desolate, and let none dwell in their tents. For they persecute him whom thou hast smitten, and they talk to the grief of those whom thou hast wounded. Add iniquity unto their iniquity, and let them not come into thy righteousness. You know what I'm saying? You know, so keep them stuck, you know, in their evil ways, man. You know, but don't even, give them the spirit and the heart, you know, of repentance within them, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, they keep these niggas, still believing these idols and still eating shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster. You know, still committing these abominations, you know, all the way until the day of their judgment, man. You know, don't even let them understand this thing, man. You know, and it's a curse that King David prayed, man. You know, add iniquity, verse 27, add iniquity into their iniquity, and let them not come into their righteousness. Let them be blotted out of the book of the living, and not be written with the righteous, man. You know, and that's getting ready to happen real time, you know, real soon, man. You know, that's getting ready, you know, to manifest, you know, to be what's the word, like brought to fruition in real time by, you know, this devil, you know, making it mandatory, this implementation of, you know, of the MOTB, you know, which those, you know, that's written in the book of life, you know, are already written, but it's just about to be manifested, man. And the great majority of our people are not written in that book, man. You know, what's going to seal the deal is those that's going to take this thing, you know, those that's going to, you know, take this, you know, this C-HIP that's getting ready, that's getting ready to be made, implemented, and made mandatory, man. You know, and that's, you know, and going back to the title, Jake, you know, not knowing the depths of Satan, man. Cause see what's coming. See, Esau is getting ready to make this thing, you know, look so fucking convenient, man. So pleasing to the flesh, you know. And and Jake is gonna see this thing and be deceived, man. You know, Jake is gonna see their idols, their favorite celebrities, their whatever, you know, their basketball players, their celebrities, their favorite, you know, whatever, man. You know, and they're gonna see, these things being promoted through them, you know, to, you know, entice Jake, you know, to bow the knee to the image of the beast, man. You know, and you know, which ultimately, you know, to seal your fate, man. You know, because if you take this MOTB, this C-HIP, you know, you will eat a missile, man. You know, you know what I'm saying? It's you know, it is eternally, you know, stated, you know, that you are not written in the book of life, man. You know, and you just gonna have to, you know, be reborn in the kingdom, you know, with your head down. You know, after, you know, you eat these missiles, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's gonna be known forever, you know, that your name is gonna be numbered amongst, you know, those that died in Babylon, you know, forever, man. You know what I'm saying? But see, Jake is ignorant to the depths of Satan, man. You know, because Jake don't understand how Esau, you know, well, pretty much, you know, Jake don't believe, you know, that the so-called white man is a devil, you know, like that old saying that, you know, how the devil, you know, he tricked the whole world to even, you know, to even having them believe that he even exists. Well, that's true, man. You know, majority of people are ignorant of the fact that, yes, the so-called white man, the Edomite, is the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. The ones that's ruling in power, the ones that's in control of everything around you. You know, this is the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, these wicked elites, I'm saying, these are Edomites, man. You know, the scriptures also called them the secret counsel of the wicked. You know, the mystery of iniquity. You know, these are you know, the physical counterparts of the spiritual demon Satan himself. Sorry, the physical counterparts of the spiritual demon Satan, man. But they literally conjure up, you know, these left-hand spirits and literally, you know, consult with them, man. You know, to further on their deeds. You know, matter of fact, this is Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? You know, that's dealing, you know, with these elites, the so-called Illuminati. You know, the earth is given into their hands, man. You know, they literally have control of everything on the planet. You know, your money, you know, your food, your entertainment, your jobs, your corporations. You know, they all back these things, man. You know, your sports, your entertainment. You know, your fucking distractions, your bread and circuses, your politics. You know, they all govern what, you know, what wants to be made, you know, to happen, you know, in this world stage. You know, which ultimately, at the end of the day, Yahweh Bashim Yahshua is the ones that's truly in control, man. Once again, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, man. You know, he even covered the faces of the judges, man. You know, iconoclasm, you know, covering the faces, you know, of those, you know, of the true images of, you know, the rulers, man. Like the Russian icons, you know, if you go over there, you know, to in those museums, those are actually the true images, you know, that was being displayed, you know, since the Dark Ages, man. Of the true images, you know, of the powers, of the judges. So, you know, if not, where and who is he? You know, see, now you see, you know, you know, fucking, you know, white faces of, you know, of our Lord Yahweh Shai, you know, with the image of Jesus. You know, you see white faces of, you know, of King David. You know, white, you know, Edomite looking statues of King David. You know what I'm saying? You know, you seen, you know, just white images everywhere, man. You know, but these are not the true images, man. You know, and we can back that up in Maccabees, which I'm not gonna get it, but pretty much, you know, the Edomites, you know, have been doing this, you know, ever since they came into power. But I'm gonna stay on topic. I'm gonna go back to I just forgot where I was at. I believe Romans chapter 11. Damn, I just forgot where the fuck I was at. But yeah, man. You know, our people are ignorant to the depths of Satan, man. Because when this thing is made mandatory, you know, majority of our people are gonna be deceived into taking this thing, man. Because why? Because they're ignorant. You know, they're ignorant. This is Revelation chapter 2, verse 24. But unto you I say, and unto the rest in Thyatira, as many as have not this doctrine, and which have not known the depths of Satan, as they speak, I will put upon you none other burden, but that which ye have already hold fast till I come. You know, so you know, us that have this word, you know, this truth, you know, we have to hold fast until Yahweh Shai comes, man. You know, and we can see how, you know, our people, you know that don't have this doctrine, you know, we can understand and see how lost they are, man. You know, we're able to see from the outside in. You know, we're seeing the ignorance of our people, the stupidity of our people. Jake is just fucking through, man. You know, Jake have no idea what the fuck is coming down the pipe, man. You know, Jake, you know, still believing, you know, in the American dream and shit. You know, thinking, you know, that God's supposed to be all love, this and that. You know, they're all good. You know, Jake has no idea what's coming, man. Jake is ignorant of the truth, man. You know, Jake has no idea, you know, who the enemy is, man. That the Lord is truly about to use his devil, you know, to cause great, you know, chaos and catastrophe upon the earth, man. You know, you know, and this is the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? Jake is stuck up, stuck caught up in the, you know, the deception of what, you know, the so-called white man, portrays, you know, as the scriptures, man. But this is Second Thessalonians that we just read, man. The Lord has him stuck in that spirit. In chapter 2, verse 11. And for this cause, matter of fact, I'll start at verse 1. Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Yahushua Mashiach, and by our gathering together unto him, that ye be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letters, as from us, as that the day of Mashiach is at hand. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first. What's the falling away? Us, us leaving out from our heritage, ever since like 70 AD, pretty much, yeah, which, the ultimate falling away, was us, really in I believe in slavery. I'm saying, which, us completely, having our heritage beaten the fuck up out of us, man. And us completely, like leaving off from who we are, so much so to the point where, in these last days, to where, we have no idea who we are. What's like, well, the majority of our people, have, well, prior to, to 1970, majority of our people, our nation, have no idea that we are the true, the true people, just out here being, African American, Afro Latino Americans, Seminole Indians, Native Americans, Haitians, you know what I'm saying, just ignorant to who we are. But now in these last days, what I'm saying, the Lord, he sent down Elijah the prophet, which is John the Baptist, and through his spirit Abraham, which is our elder high priest Abba Bivens. Now we understand, who we truly are now. We're calling, back upon our power, and coming back to our true heritage, man. And we're walking back into the, the old ways of our forefathers, But but that falling away is dealing with us, falling away from our heritage, man. In that man of sin be revealed the son of perdition, the so-called white man. Verse 4, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he as the Most High sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself to be that he is the Most High. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you those things, these things. And now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. Which in these times, are considered as a so-called, illuminated ones. The mystery of iniquity. The ones that's in power, that's pulling the strings behind the curtain, so to speak. On the world. Let me get this quick precept. This is Psalm chapter 73. Verse 1. Truly the Most High is good to Israel, even to such as are of a clean heart. But as for me, my feet were almost gone, my steps had well nigh slipped. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. Who's the wicked? The devil, man. These Edomites, according to the scriptures, man. You know what I'm saying? Which in these last days, the house of Amalek, are Edomites, man. And they're in power. These Zionists, as they call themselves. These pretty much, these super high elite banking families, man. Which they pertain themselves, to, and call themselves, as they make themselves to, they're so-called Jewish, like, I'm trying to fuck up the algorithm, but I'm not sure if they're gonna cut this video down. But small hats, man. They pertain themselves, to be, as us, in these last days. Verse 3, for I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked, and they're in prosperity, man. These devils are not in, fucking poverty, like, working a 9 to 5, like we do, These devils create your politics, man. These devils create, your whole funding system, your whole money, your entertainment, your food. They run everything on the planet, man. Like we just read, the earth is given to the hands of the wicked, man. There's 3 classifications of men: the sons of God, the sons of God, the sons of men, and the sons of the wicked, which is the devil, these Edomites. The sons of God is dealing with the Israelites, and the sons of men is dealing with these other nations. Just like, the average regular, heathen. Verse 4, for there are no bands in their depth, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart. It's like they have more than heart could wish. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. Therefore, as people, these devils have literally everything that they could imagine, on the planet, the Lord, truly, through Isaac, has blessed Esau with the fatness of the earth. But yet these devils still want more, so much so that they want, to enslave, the whole population's soul, their souls, under, a device of with the size of a grain of rice. Verse 8, they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. Therefore his people return hither, and waters of a full cup are wrung out to them. And they say, how doth the Most High know, and is there knowledge in the Most High? Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. Really, man, these people are constantly getting richer and richer and richer, man. See people, like Google, like type in Google, the world's richest families, and they're seeing like billions. But see, you can't even, Google, the so-called net worth, of the actual elites, like the Rothschilds, bro, they're worth trillions, man. The net worth, it's not even like the actual, price, so to speak. That's just an estimate. But these families, these elites, they wax in riches, man, and wealth continually, man. Like we just read, the earth was given into the hands of the wicked, man. Now people are ignorant to the fact, that they're the ones, that are in power. That's why, because which was ultimately, the spirit of Yahweh Shemi Shai, is not upon the majority of our people, man. Jake is literally just assed out here, man, with no hedge, with no spiritual eyesight protection, to see through the depths of this place, man. That's why Jake is literally caught up in the midst of this bullshit, and very soon, going to be turned into casualties, man. This is Second Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 7. For the mystery of iniquity doth already working, only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. So once again, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. The Lord is letting this man rule, for a certain period of time, man. He's letting this man. Keyword letteth. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way, man. This nigga's, his whole dynasty, his whole rulership is measured in measurements, man. The Lord is allowing this man, to commit all his, his will, what he wants to do until he be taken out of the way, and he's being revealed in these times, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshai, through the mouth of his servants, the prophets, in these last days. Verse 8, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. What is that? Like I just said, I'm saying through the prophets, man. Out there in the highways and byways, revealing unto you, who's in power, man. That yes, that there is, a such thing, as a so-called Illuminati, man. As these people, call themselves that, man. But these elites, they are truly empowered, man. They actually run, everything you see behind closed doors, man. Then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. In these last days, in especially so-called 2022, more and more light is being, shined upon these devils, man. That's why that's why Esau is running rampant, and causing these false flags and these, these whole, world shutdowns, to further, to speed up his plan, so to speak. Because why? Because the Lord, is making due upon his word. The Lord, is speeding up the times. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, man. At the second coming of the Messiah, man. These elites are going into straight up chains, man. Like that article came out of these elites fucking running into their bunkers in preparation of is what they call the event. Pretty much the kings of the earth, shall hide themselves in the rocks. Roughly paraphrasing, because see, shit's getting ready to hit the fan, man. Shit is getting ready to hit the fan, and these elites are in preparation, man. These world leaders are getting ready, in preparation. And they think, which pretty much, the Lord wants them, to survive, these missiles, and so that the first, so that they be the first fruits, to enter right into slavery. But verse and shall be destroyed with the brightness of his coming. Verse 9, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all powers and signs and lying wonders. I'm saying that's dealing with the so-called Illuminati, man. These devils has always been in power, man. And really, man, these devils are the physical counterpart of Satan, man. Like we just said that they conjure up spirits and consult with them, discussing their plans. One major plan is dealing with this whole C-HIP, this MOTB, according to Revelation 13 and 16. Verse 10, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved, man. and Jake is ignorant to that, man. You know, so that's why the majority of our people are going to be deceived by what's coming from this devil, man. Which, you know, with this device, you know, and you know, and Esau's going to use, you know, the fucking false flags, and you know, to really fuck shit up, to make shit really be scary out here. You know, to, you know, that even though, you know, if you do know that, you know, it's the MOTB, you still gonna take it. You know, because you're gonna have no choice. Because what? Because you're in fear for your safety. You're in fear for, you know, for your, you know, your goods. You know, you don't know, you know, if you're going, you know, how you gonna eat or where you gonna eat. You know, so you just gonna, you know, bow down and submit. You know what I'm saying? But see, Yahweh Shem Yahshua send forth teachers, and, you know, to teach you the right way, you know, to really, you know, to make you understand, to just trust upon Yahweh Shem Yahshua, you know, to build you up, you know, so that, you know, you know, you even endure the trials that come, you know, with the faith, so that, you know, to make you in preparation, you know, towards, you know, these times that's coming, man, so that, you know, you don't, you know, submit, you know, to this devil, man, so that, you know, you be condemned and not be blotting. It's like, you know, and, you know, your name be blotting out of, you know, the book of the living, man. The main point, this verse 11, and for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness, man. And that's the majority of our people, man. Jake just come up, you know, and just scoff, talk shit, you know, we're just spewing out madness, just talking these shit, you know. They have no idea what they're coming up against, man. They're truly coming up against their own salvation, man. But the Lord has them stuck in that strong delusion that they should what? That they should believe lies, that they should believe whatever the fuck they believe in, and not believe on truth, not believe upon the truth when they come up, you know, when they come across the truth. When the actual truth is is literally in your fucking face, the Lord has you so stuck up in, you know, so stuck on that strong delusion, you know, on anything it is that you believing on, you know, that here it is, the actual truth is in your fucking face, that you coming up against it, man. To what? To, you know, to mark you, you know, to mark you, you know, unto judgment, man. You know, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness, man. Because see, anything outside this truth, you know, is literally idolatry, man. You know, you serving, see, we're all serving something, man. You know, everybody's serving something, you know, and see, majority of our people, you know, are serving idols, man. You know, and they don't even know about it, you know, and they're ignorant. And Esau, you know, has set up things in the way for you to be, you know, in the ways of, you know, mainly our people, to cause them to stumble, you know, for them to be, you know, serving, you know, these idols without Jake, you know, even knowing that, you know. But, you know, majority of our people, you know, are knowingly, because like do know, because here it is, the truth, you know, in these last days is out, man. You know, there's no excuse for you, you know, not to come back to Yahweh Shem Yahshua. It ain't gonna be, oh, you know, I didn't know. No, man. The Lord has sent forth his prophets to warn you, you know, and break down knowledge into you. But here it is, Jake is still choosing the way of unrighteousness, man. In fact, they're taking pleasure in unrighteousness, man. So what's next for you, man? You know what I'm saying? You know, judgment, man. Now you just damned yourself. Because see, now you know what's right. But here it is, you know, you want to continue, you know, in the way of unrighteousness. Verse 12, that they all might be damned that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness, man. You know, because, you know, you want to keep being ignorant because you like, you know, ordering your bacon, egg, and cheese every morning and shit, you know, or because you love, you know, fucking getting up and going to church every Sunday, because you love, going to the barbershop, you know, and fucking lining up your beard, lining up your fucking, you know, the corners of your head, You know, you know what I'm saying? Just taking pleasure in unrighteousness, man. You know, you like committing adultery, or you like, being a sodomite. You know, so what's left for you is just judgment, man. Because see, the correction has been set out, the warning has been set out. You know, was brought forth unto you, and whatever you chose to do after that is your blood is upon your own hands now. At that point, you know what to do. The warning has been set out through the prophets. We taught you the right way. But to see now it's on you. What you want to do with the information to please Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, or reject it. And the majority of our people are straight up rejecting it, man. But see, Jake, is choosing to be ignorant, man. It's ultimately the Lord he keeps them in that spirit, so that they cleave unto ignorance, so that ultimately they be judged, man. But see, this truth is only for the election, man. The Lord is only dealing with His election. So our mindset should be inquiring, whether how they should be saved. This is Second Ezra. Fuck you. Fuck you, man. Yeah, this is Second Ezra chapter 9, verse 13. And therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished, and when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the world is and for whom the world is created. You know what I'm saying? Let's skip down a couple of verses. Verse 22, let the multitude perish then which was born in vain, and let my grape be kept, and my plant with great labor have I made it perfect, man. I'm saying, so pretty much, man, everybody's playing their luck, man. So we can't be, all caught up, with our emotions and trying to figure out, how come, Israel can't get it. No, man. But hey, seek out the glory as such as be like thee. I believe that's in Second Ezra chapter. Dang, so like it. But this is Second Ezra, chapter 8. Chapter 8, verse 51. Actually, no, verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. So judgment is coming, man. Hey, our mindset can't be too caught up with how come, Jake can't get it. But hey, man, all we gotta do is just, keep, see, we're all responsible for our own salvation, man. All we can do is, I'm roughly paraphrasing, but damn, I just forgot how it went. But pretty much with fear and trembling, to work out our own salvation, man. Verse 51, but understand thou for thyself, and seek out the glory for such as be like thee. For unto you is paradise open, the tree of life is planted, the time to come is prepared, plenteousness is made ready, a city is builded, and rest is allowed, yea, perfect goodness and wisdom. You know, all we can do, is just continue into the, to hold fast, which we have, you know, and hey, the rest of them, fuck them, man. All we can do is, is cleave unto, the Lord's house, man. Us that's in, the yoke-minded, that us that's, that's in godly conversation, man, in fearfulness, you know. But this is Revelation chapter 2, verse 25. But that which she have already hold fast till I come. Because we understand what's coming, man. Prosperity in the kingdom is coming, man. But before that comes excruciating judgment, man. And hey, we're in fear of that, man. We understand who's bringing that. So so we can't be caught up, in the same, mindset as majority of our people in their ignorance, man. If they can't get it, all we can do is move on, man. And fuck them, man. But those that's in the like-minded, we gonna cleave to the fear of Yahweh Shemi Ashar, Lord willing, all the way into the end, man, all the way up into salvation, man. Because we ain't ignorant as majority of our people are ignorant out here, man. But yeah, come, man. That's basically the main points that I want to bring out for this lesson, man. So Lord willing, that all your brothers and sisters find us edifying. Until next time I see you, Shalom.